We have got some fantastic news for you Black Clover fans right now. We have got some more news and screenshots of the anime itself from the Jump Festa, and let's just go right into it and talk about the confirmation that we have about the anime studio that is working on it. Something that we wanted to know for quite a while, and the fact that is Studio Zebek that is working on this Black Clover adaptation. Now, if people don't know the studio and all that, they're kind of mainly known for doing, ironically, the Clover animes and all that. That's the thing that they've been most notable for. But the people are wondering that this studio as well that have worked on a lot of ecchi shows. This is the thing, is like they've done a lot of ecchi, but however, there is some light at the end of this tunnel, trust me, as they have originally worked on Shaman King, which, you know, Shaman King held up pretty back in the day, alongside with they've done like Tokyo ESP was another series that they've done, and they also as well alongside with Production IG and alongside with the Pokemon anime studio, they did help making in Pokemon The Origin. So there is some stuff that they have like worked on. They have worked on action series alongside as well, but for the most part of all that, they've worked on mainly ecchi series, which is a weird studio, but regardless of what and all that, alright, we can see what it is, which a lot of people, if I remember talking about, is that I was actually saying that some of the characters were really off model from what the little screenshots that we were actually seeing last time. That has been completely corrected now, as the new screenshots that we got look absolutely fantastic to me. I was honestly genuinely surprised by the amount of like kind of quality of it, since mainly that a lot of the qualities that we get in the OVAs, especially with the fairy tale ones are in pretty rough shape for the most part. And I was kind of happy to actually see what exactly these are going to be looking like, especially the Black Clover ones, because, oh boy, and all that, am I really excited for that. So one thing we confirmed and all that is like, there's a beautiful shot of like Asta holding up his giant ass sword alongside, he's side by side with Yuno, and from what we can confirm from the like screenshots of this OVA itself, is that it's going to be adapting clearly the first chapter. You can see that the like guy, the villain from the first chapter is going to be in there, and it seems like it's going to be going up to the dungeon arc of the series, as you do get to see Yuno and Asta side by side fighting, and I think in the, so is that going to be like, they're going to be skimming around with some of the material and going all the way up to there? I'm actually kind of curious like what it's going to be doing, but like clearly we get to see like the little flashback between Yuno and Asta when they were kids. You get to see like Yuno hanging out with like the nun chick. Obviously now they can skim around with some material. They can like go around saying, oh no, we're going to add a little bit of this, but if they're going to add the first chapter, like stuff like that, it could be like a little flashback, and they could be doing some of the stuff that honestly, people love in the material so far of like Clover. And also as well, like I'd like to point out and all that this could not be the actual anime studio. If we do get a proper anime full series, this could not actually even be the studio that actually adapts it in the end, because a lot of the time whenever we've had situations like this, it's normally to like to test out and all that whether or not there's going to be good reception for this series, like out over here, and seeing like, oh, do people actually want this, and is it going to be something that, you know, want to actually see in the future. And if people remember that Studio Ufotable actually worked on the Toriko Jump Festa when that first came out, and they adapted the first material as well, and that got very positive reception, and then Toei ended up picking up, and well, a lot of people don't give very much high praise to the Toriko anime of the Toei version, but with this could be actually the same thing, where this could be something else. And I remember a lot of people were pointing out that some of the designs were looking like one of the Bleach creators, like one of the guys that worked on the Bleach anime, so maybe that could be something awesome as well, as that in fact if that goes to Period in the end and all that, and if they have like the Bleach team work on it, which, you know, a lot of people will say a lot about Bleach's story and even Black Clover's story at some points and all that, but hey, you can never diss the Bleach anime, as it was one of the best high quality things that they had out there in Period. That was something that where it was like a way much better, well animated and all that, and way more on frame than what a lot of Naruto was back then, and I can definitely say that if that's something we're going to be having in the future, I'm goddamn excited for that. There was also some other news as well talking about that, but the Boruto one alongside with Academia, Twin Star Exorcist, Shokugeki no Soma, and a few other series along the side. But regardless, I wanted to mainly do this about Clover, but in case you got some of that stuff and like, you can check it there. But a lot of the screenshots we can clearly see, it only shows that it's probably going to do the first maybe 3 volumes of material, that they're going to be skimming around that stuff. They're not going to be going any further than that. But the question is, though, for especially people that are caught up to Clover like I am, none of the screenshots or none of the stuff that they've revealed so far has revealed any other character apart from Yuno and Asta for the moment. Apart from this nun chick from the first chapter, we haven't seen whether or not any of the Black Bulls are going to be involved, whether or not they're going to be in the whole thing together. I hope they are, because obviously they are going to be going to the dungeon arc, but they just haven't shown anything, and they could actually skim around with material and clearly show like what they want to show is definitely Yuno and Asta fighting side by side, and and clearly I think that the main villain of like the kind of the whole OVA is probably going to be Mars, so I'm actually looking forward to seeing how he's going to look like in the anime, but we're going to have to wait and see and all that. And I was a little bit tiny upset that this wasn't original material. I kind of wanted it to be like something cut like we've seen like previous times and all that, with a bunch of other like ONAs and all that, where it's like, oh, brand new material that hasn't ever come out before in the manga or the anime series, and I kind of wish that we had that. But if this is a good way to like see if anyone is interested in the Black Clover anime, then I'm perfectly fine if they adapt a couple of chapters and then get an anime series out of it. We're just gonna have to wait and see. But I definitely really love like the design and all that we got to see with Yuno and Asta. Really liking what they got so far. They look very sleek. Absolutely love like Asta's blade. I love that they're completely on detail with like how like rustic and how like all these markings it has everywhere. I love that. I think it's really good. I think it's a really nice design, and I'm really looking forward to what this Black Clover like OVA is going to be looking like for this Jump Festa special. But that is all from me, so let me know what you guys think about the Black Clover OVA in the comment section down below. What do you think about Studios Quebec is going to be working on this? Do you have any faith in this adaptation? I actually thankfully have a lot more faith in this now. Like, I was honestly like, kind of like going a little bit because we didn't know any information too far on what they're going to be doing. But even with the fact that, yeah, they're going to be going around with the pacing kind of like really crazy and all that, I don't care regardless. I think this is going to be awesome, and if the fact that we can, if this is going to be high quality and all that, then that's all I want at the end of the day. The only thing I want to know is times, where, because I've seen a couple of OVAs where they've been like 35 minutes, 20 to like even 15 to like, so I'm kind of wondering if it would be actually nice if they actually did 35. I think they're just going to stick to the regular 24. But that is all from me, so thank you much for watching as always. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below about Black Clover and all this exciting news and all that, and I'll have a review of that very soon as well, the latest chapter as well. So definitely, if you really enjoy this OVA, I highly recommend getting into that manga as well right now. But that's all from me. Thank you very much for watching as always, and I will catch you beautiful bastards though in a bit.